Go.
I wanted to reteach something that I think I've probably showed before, but we can't see too much really, and it's just a simple, very important piece of life, and that's how to properly pick something up. So a lot of people have been trained improperly with this, especially kids who go through athletics and you're doing deadlifts, and it's just pick up the weight as heavy as you can, just get it off the ground, and they're rounding their back and doing whatever they can and causing long-term issues early on in life. But if we could train proper movement from the beginning, one, we can prevent injuries, but we can make our body last a lot longer. So I have somebody who is in his 70s, I'm pretty sure, Jim, and I won't say your last name for HIPAA reasons, but we were talking about picking things up, whether it's a plant or a piece of mail or your shoe. You know, people will come in because they went to pick up their sock and their back went out. But we want to train how to pick things up, so there's a couple keys to it. One is initiating what's called a hip hinge movement, meaning the hip hinges backwards. I'm not going to pick something up by rounding down. You can think of it like the teapot, the kettle that just drops over, or if you've ever seen those little neat water tools that dip and come back up, and then dip and come back up. The key is letting really your butt initiate the movement. So if I'm standing upright, I just want to think through my butt pushing backwards, not my body reaching down. A lot of times people are also scared of picking things up, so they let their legs initiate the movement, and then they do this and put a lot of stress on their knees. But if we can first go back to the core of, again, my butt's going to initiate the movement, and it's going to drive backwards like you're going to tip over like a teeter-tot. And you can also think like if I were to hit my car door shut with my butt, I'm going to initiate that back so my back stays flat, and I'm just going to hinge all the way over until I feel a good stretch in my back of my legs. Once those are good and stretched, then I can start to bend my knees and just lower myself. I get to whatever it is that I'm going to pick up, I grab it, my knees again initiate the movement until my hands are typically around where my knees are, and then I push my butt back forward. If I can train my body to go through that motion whenever I pick something up, I'm going to be less likely to injure myself, I'm going to be a lot safer, I'm going to be a lot stronger, I'm going to last longer through my years. It's going to be a huge, huge benefit to train that. Doesn't mean you do deadlifts with 300 pounds. You can use 10 pounds and just train that movement. One last piece of the puzzle is upper body placement. We focus on keeping the lower back flat, but if I'm going here and I'm all bent forward with my upper body, I'm going to eventually fail. So think of shoulder blades pulled back. If you were to see my shoulder blades pulled forward and I now pull them back into place, here's where I want to try and keep my body. So again, I go through this and come down, but I'm set here. I'm not allowing myself to fold. So last bit to review, butt initiates movement, shoulder blades are back. Once I feel my hamstring stretched, then my knees will bend to the ground, legs push off, get my hands to my knees, drive my butt back forward. Have a good night.